What's going on, you guys, and welcome back to part 2 of my Teen Mom OG recap, which aired on December 31st on MTV. Now, the show started off with Amber and Andrew as they just take a look back at the season, and Dr. Drew asks Andrew, how was it having to deal with Amber while she was dealing with depression? And he just said that he was aware of her having a mental illness, but he didn't know that it was to that capacity, to the point where she would start even contemplating suicide. And so he said, but he had always heard about depression, but he really didn't understand what it was. He really didn't know what it was, what it felt like for people to really go through something like that. So he started to do his own little research, going online, reading about it and everything like that, so it can help him better understand what it is that Amber is going through. Dr. Drew also asked him, how is it being a father now? And he just spoke of how wonderful it feels to be a father and how much joy that baby James brings to his life. And that even brought him to tears while he was talking about it. So next to the stage it's Gary and also Christina. And his dad is going to come out a little later on. So they were just asked just about parenting and everything, just how's everything with parenting since Christina had her miscarriage, and they're getting through it. They just still taking everything day by day. She spoke on that briefly, and Amber, she chimed in a bit and told her that she just didn't know that she didn't have no idea that she was going through all that. I mean, because she was just speaking on how strong of a person Christina is, that, whatever it is she goes through, you can't really tell if she don't really open up about it. So Amber was pretty much just complimenting her on being a strong person that she is. She apologized. I mean, she just told her how sorry she was that she had to go through that, because she loved her, and she started to cry, and then Christina started to cry. I apologize for that interruption. I thought I had turned my notifications off. And so, yeah, they just spoke about that. And then Dr. Drew asked about Leah, and, how he would just ask, get a little update on her, like, so how's she doing now? How's she doing in school? And he said she's into boys now. And then Amber was like, yeah, she's definitely into boys. And I'm like, and then Christina was like, no, she's not into boys. If anything, boys are into her. And I was like, yeah, like that would be the last thing I would even say, on national television. And my little girl, she's not like a 13 or 14-year-old yet. But at the same time, yeah, she's a growing little girl. But I know that she's probably into dolls more than boys right now. Or just hanging out with some of her friends if they come over, or she go over by their place and just kind of kick it and just do things that little girls do at that age, or get their nails done, their toes done, go to the salon, little stuff, stuff that's age appropriate for her, so I wouldn't even brought that. I wouldn't have said that. So I'm glad that Christina cleared that up by saying, no, she's not into boys. She would know, because I'm pretty sure that she's with her and Gary more than she is Amber and Andrew. So anyway, not to make a super big deal about it, but I just caught there like, yeah. So anyway, and what else? Because I had to write down a few notes, because I jumped into this reunion kind of late, because I thought it wasn't going to come on tonight. So next to the stage is Bristol. And no, next to the stage was Dakota. And before Dr. Drew can even really start asking the questions, Dakota just broke down. My poor little sweet Dakota. I love Dakota, y'all. I really do. And y'all know I got a soft place in my heart for him. And I just really sympathize with everything that he's going through. And I hate to see him being at a place where he's so broken and like so stuck at a point, where he's in this, I don't know, he's just going through something that he's doing his best to get through it. And we can see it. We can see him, we witness him struggling and struggling to get through his PTSD through this season. And he looks pretty good and everything. He just mentioned that he's getting through it day by day. And Dr. Drew asked him, do he see any, therapists or support groups? And he was like, nope, I don't do none of that. I just do my everyday regular routine, and I meet up with my friends. He said, that's my therapy. My therapy is meeting up with friends. I don't need support groups because I got good friends for that. And I felt that. I felt that when he said that. And so, yeah. And then he just spoke about how him and Bristol get along, how they got along then, like doing the taping of the show and everything. And he said, but still, she was always tough to be around, to be with. She was always tough to deal with. And, pretty much just the same thing that he mentioned throughout the season on the show. So Dr. Drew said he would be bringing her to the stage next. And he was like, is she not going to beat me up, huh? Because I see she's doing like taking karate classes or something now. And so she came on out to the stage, Bristol. And they spoke on how they know each other's triggers. That was pretty much leading to the downfall of their relationship because they didn't know any other way to communicate with each other. And that's not healthy for any relationship. Like communication, that's a must. And you have to have good, solid, healthy communication between one another, especially in a marriage, or, that plays a big part of a marriage. And for what Dakota was going through with PTSD, and with Bristol having to deal with it and learning how to deal with it, or not really knowing what to do so that she won't feel like she's putting him in a bad place. It just wasn't a good thing that they stayed together. So he mentioned that she's better off without him. And that was so sad to me when he said that, because I understand that some people are just not meant to be together. Some things just really not worth, working out or working on for the most part. But the way he says it, it's just so saddening, because it's like he don't even love himself. Like he don't know how to love himself enough, or he don't know that he deserves something good too. That's how I took it when he mentioned that she was good. She's better off without him. So Dr. Drew asked him, will he get married again? He said he will never get married again. And Bristol said the same, that she'll never get married again. So, let's see. Next to the stage is Macy, Taylor, and Ryan's parents. So Dr. Drew asked them how they all getting along now. And Macy said that sometimes she just felt like it was best that it stays at no communication, because that's like an easy way out of saying that we have to deal with each other. And she was saying, but when it comes to Ryan, she just wished that she's rooting for Ryan. She wants him to be better. And she want to see Ryan, like the old Ryan that she first met when they were younger. It's like she haven't seen that Ryan in forever. She don't know who Ryan is anymore. But to see him again and being a person who know how to love themselves. She just says she want to see Ryan in a good place, and she want to see the Ryan who loves himself, if I'm saying that right. But, that's what she was pretty much saying. She just want to see Ryan being a happy person. And also, that was pretty much it, that all they pretty much talk about, because Jen and Larry really didn't have very much to say. They just agreed with everything that Macy said. And again, she's just happy that Ryan's getting help and taking all the steps needed to get help. And that's pretty much it. Their segment didn't last very long. Next to the stage is Corey and Cheyenne, two of my least favorite of the show. They were just looking back and talking about everything, all about Cheyenne as usual. And to be honest with y'all, I kind of tuned out, because they were just going on and on about the same thing that we seen during the season. Her and their relationship together. Are they going to be together? They're not going to be together. All that kind of crap. Stuff that don't even matter. I don't even care. And then they was asking her again, do she want to be with him? And it's like she wants to, she don't want to say yes because it's going to make her look like a weaker person. It's like she want him to want to be with her. And all this, I just don't have time for it. But anyway, she was like, yeah, I mean, I'm here. And stuff like that, like he really need her. She just need to be single for a while so she could see, don't nobody need you. Like people, those dudes probably lust behind her. They want to sleep with her. But I don't see why would anyone want to be in a relationship with her, because she got a shitty attitude. That's what I feel like. She's just not one of my favorites on the show. So Butch came out and it was his first time flying, and all of them were on stage. Caitlyn, Tyler, Butch, Kim, and Amber came to the stage. And they just gave an update on how good they're doing now. And Kim was just so happy to say she see her family doing good, and to see all them Butch and Amber being sober. And she's just happy that the family is all together and everybody's doing good. That's pretty much what all the show was about. Just giving an update on where they are now since the last episode and stuff like that. That's it. They reflect a little bit on, they went back on a little bit of the season, but we all seen it already. It wasn't too much of anything new for them to talk about. So the reunion was pretty good, and it ended with all of the babies coming out on stage, and that was it. Like one big reunion, one big family reunion. So anyway, if you all enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and Happy New Year's to everyone. I hope y'all